All right, what's up, guys? This is Jonathan from J Plays Keys. I was getting ready to do some videos for you today and record some videos, but a lot of things going on right now. So I can't record right now, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a live stream and just talk about something. So the thing I felt like talking about was making sure that music is fun, right? So if you're a musician, you need to be making sure that there might be a business aspect to it, or you might be doing it for school or for church or whatever. But as a musician, as a creative, like I just want to remind everybody, remember to have fun. Like I know I can only speak from my own personal, experience that when I was going to all these rehearsals and having all these events and things like that I had to be at one point, it came to a point where I was like, do I really even still want to do music anymore? Sorry, guys, my dog is like acting crazy. Say hi to everybody. This is Zuni. All right, put her down. Anyway, go. So, yeah, but when I had all these commitments I was trying to meet with my music, I realized that at one point, it's like, I'm not sure if this is something that I want to do anymore. And I just hope that, if there's someone watching this and you're kind of at that point where, you used to do music because it's fun and now you do it because of an obligation. I just want to remind you to find ways to make it fun. If that means you have to scale back some of the obligations, or that means you got to take time, to yourself and just play your instrument and just play your songs for your own gratification and just play things that are fun. I think that's something that you definitely need to do, because long term, being a musician can be tough. It can be stressful, but we always have to keep it alive. So that's all I was really talking about today. And obviously, if there's any questions ever, I always want to answer that. But yeah, so I was thinking I was going to do a couple more songs today. Some more Todd Dulaney. I'm liking what he's doing. A couple songs that I see Miranda Curtis doing. So I figure I try to get a couple songs out. But yeah, the music was just making me really happy today. But my camera wasn't charged. The dogs are barking, all that good stuff. So can't record a video quite yet. So in addition to making sure it's fun, I hope that the songs that you're seeing on the channel are songs that are helping you. I'm trying to do a mix of old songs and new songs. So there's some traditional songs that you'll see on there, but also some current praise and worship songs. And I really appreciate everybody that leaves comments, suggesting songs and lessons that you like to see, because that helps me know, what's going to be most helpful for the community. Uh, I'm a one-man show, so I haven't been able to do as many videos as I'd like, but I'm just excited. I love every time I see views and thumbs up and any sort of encouragement that I get. That just makes me, again, like I said, making it fun. That's the part that's fun for me, is just knowing that it's helping somebody else. So if there is anything that you need from J Plays Keys, or anything you like to see, any suggestion you have, like, I'm always open to that. So I guess another thing that I would talk about now, so I'm still waiting for my camera to charge, would really be music as kind of a unifier, right? I think that's one thing that we always talk about, like, why are you being a musician? Why are you doing this? It's really, I feel like music can just unify a group. Like if you're in a group of people and someone starts playing the piano or guitar or whatever, playing a song, you notice how all the attention kind of goes to that person, not them necessarily, but we know, like, music, when you think of David, he used to play for Saul, for the king, and that music had a soothing impact on the king and whoever was in that area, right? And so I think when you're playing your music, just think about how you're having that impact on those that are hearing it. Like, I notice sometimes I go to the mall, and you might go into a store and there's actually a piano player there in the store. No one knows each other. At the mall, we're just regular shoppers, but everyone kind of slows down as they walk past the piano, or they, like, kind of bond over it, even if it's for 3 or 4 seconds. It's a really interesting phenomenon to see. And if you get to do that every week or every other week or whatever, for a congregation or for an audience of some sort, like that's really powerful. I think that's really cool. um, um, yeah, thank you so much, Rhonda Griffin, for that. I really appreciate it. Um, and that's really cool, right? That you get to bond over that. So I think if we as musicians, I always want to say, like, I always think about church because that's where I play, or weddings and things like that. Like, just remember, it's not, so much about your, skill level and all of that. It's really about that effect that you're having to kind of bring the whole group, the whole band, the whole group together. Um, when can I buy video? So I got videos on my website. It's jplayskeys.com. And so you'll definitely see a lot of videos there. I got about, I think, 10 maybe so far. And so as you see my YouTube videos come out, you'll see me putting a link to where the full videos are. Yeah, thank you so much. So how to run Key of C. Yeah, so I can definitely work on Key of C as well. I got some stuff today that's particularly in the key of E and B, but I also work on key of C as well. So yeah, you got to make sure you're enjoying your music and you're using it to unify. But I think just keeping that in mind, like when I'm playing a song, even if I don't know how to play it as well as the CD plays it or whatever, I kind of take courage in the fact that as long as I get the main chords, I don't have to have all the special stuff. As long as I get the main chords and I play it in a way that allows everyone to be able to sing or to worship or to pray, I'm doing my job, right? So I feel like a lot of times musicians have pressure to, use their talent and play all these runs and all these chords and all that. And if you're gifted that way, that's awesome. And we all aspire to get there. But while you're working on that, don't be discouraged if, you're not there, right? You just have to make sure that, oh, Alexis, what's up, Alexis? Me and Alexis go way back. You just have to make sure that what you're doing, that you're enabling the worship, you're enabling the service. If you're in a wedding, that you're being part of that environment to make it feel beautiful, right? So that's something I really that was on talking about random things right now because I wait for my camera to charge and for the dog to stop barking. Um, so another thing, I know that a lot of people are, that are written on the channel. You guys play for churches and whatnot. I think that one thing I noticed when I was playing is that time management was a huge deal. Especially as a musician, like you're sometimes there at the church. Sorry, my dog's distracted me, but you're sometimes there at the church more than anybody else, right? Because if you got two choirs or whatever, you're practicing Tuesday, playing on Wednesday night, you're there on Thursday, and then you're back to church on Sunday, maybe a Saturday practice. So I thought that, I talk about time management as well, is that, I think it's important that a lot of times as creatives, we want to say yes a lot. And, to a lot of the obligations that people want us to do, like, will you play at this service? Will you play at this event? Will you play at this, on Sunday and Wednesday or Tuesday? Like, I think going back to what I said at the beginning about having fun and making sure that it's something that, your energy is aligned with, as musicians, we want to be helpful, but we also need to be, protective of our own energy. Because I know I got to a point where I was trying to do school and trying to do all these rehearsals. And then unfortunately I had to drop, the music part. Like in hindsight, I'm like, I probably could have found a way to where music wasn't overwhelming to me, and I just scaled back some of those obligations so that I could still do the thing that I love, right? So that's one thing I as I look at to the comments, and sometimes people send me messages and saying that it's getting harder. They don't know if they have time for what their organizations want them to do. I think before you quit or before you just back out and don't do music anymore and don't grow, I think that you should have that conversation and say, how can I scale back? So instead of practicing 4 days a week, let's do all this on 2 days a week. Or instead of playing for every single choir every Sunday, can I play first Sunday and second Sunday and then kind of do my own thing third or fourth or something like that. If you do Sunday or if you do Sabbath, same thing applies, right? I think that's something that's very important. Well, I think I'm okay now. I think my camera's looking good. Dogs are chilling. So I'm about to get back to recording some videos for you. So thanks guys for joining this quick live stream. Just talking about some things that were on mine. So keep watching Jay Plays Keys and keep the comments coming. I really appreciate the encouragement. And you guys have a good day.